Well, hey there, hi there, ho there, Disney pals. We are late into the park today. It's 7 p.m. and we've come to Epcot especially for the extended evening hours. Extended evening hours are just for people staying in the deluxe resort. So we're staying in Wilderness Lodge and we can get an extra 2 hours between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. after other park guests have left. So we've got a couple of hours with everybody. And then hopefully the crowd should thin quite nicely. I brought a little pal with me, but it's a bit of a risk because I've had him a couple of years. It's the first time I've dared to actually wear him. Got this idea he's going to ping off somewhere, but I see other people wearing them. So I don't know why it shouldn't work for me, because things never work for me. So we've got a bit of admin to do before the extended evening hours begin. What are we doing, Huey?
We're going to sample the fish and chips because we are true judges of how good fish and chips are, and I don't think fish and chips here are going to be any good.
As well as a fish and chip connoisseur, Huey's also a keen photographer, and he calls this golden hour. So every so often he'll whip his camera out of his bag, run off for some beautiful scene. I have to say, that's gorgeous though. We're still collecting these golden statues with the old Magic Plus bands, so see if it does. If I wave at him.
Hey guys!
Oh, and that's Bruni. We love Bruni. The World Showcase is not quiet tonight. Right, we made it to the motherland, so we're gonna mobile order our fish and chips. Do they do like curry sauce or mushy peas or anything, Hugh, do you know?
I hope so. Mushy peas at the very least. Just that. And then...
Just beer battered fish and chips.
Wait a minute. No mushy peas? That's it.
No scallops?
Fish and chips.
What about scraps? Do they do scraps?
You can get a 3-pack of Cuties mandarins.
I've never seen that in a British fish and chip shop. Where's your pickled eggs?
That's it. A beer. A Bombardier beer.
Found our spot to sit and eat our Yorkshire County fish and chips on I think it's meant to be like a Cherry Tree Lane style doorstep in an English country garden. It's just like home.
Just like our back garden.
Bonnie feels the urge to do Singing in the Rain on this lamppost, don't you, Bonnie? So, we got the fish and chips. We've half eaten them. What was the general consensus, Huey?
It tastes good. Enjoyable enough. But it's not fish and chips.
I would give it like a 4 out of 5 for taste, 4 out of 5 for accuracy. I think that's fair enough. There's just a certain edge to it that isn't fish and chip shop chips. It might be what they fry it in, but fair enough for a snack. We made a quick escape because a band was starting, but perplexingly for the British Pavilion, it was an American band, like very American. I love this little bit. I love this sort of tea garden. And quite accurate, having said. I mean, other than being made out of fiberglass, obviously. Check it out, bang underneath the Skyliner. And it's worrying to see how much some of them wobble. Anyway, it turns out a third of a portion of fish and chips each wasn't enough for a meal, so we're heading round to snack around the world a bit now. Bonnie's choice, a Nutella crepe, obviously. Was that a problem, Huey?
Well, it was. I don't know if it was the couple in front of me's problem or the server. I think it was both of them working in tandem, and the whole thing took about 6-7 minutes. It was.
How much were they ordering?
Just like 4 things. But it's like they kept swapping between magic bands and cards, and they didn't understand what she was saying.
How's the crepe?
Oh, I don't know yet. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, it is now.
It's now.
We're edging towards twilight now in Epcot, which means the fireworks, it's about 8:30, and I think the fireworks are at 9, and then normal guests get kicked out, and we should have park to ourselves from 9 to 11. We're just getting ready for Luminous to start, which is the nighttime fireworks show. There's not that kind of crazy, feverish need to find a spot like there is in Magic Kingdom close to fireworks, because you can watch from anywhere around the lake. However, we're currently in Norway and I think it is particularly busy, so we're going to go back and see how like Germany is or something.
Us. Each of us a unique instrument, playing.
What do they think is even happening?
Nope, I was gonna carry
Just imagine being a Disney duck.
Nope, we're gonna go.
Fireworks over and it's still really busy around World Showcase. Granted, I think a lot of people are kind of on the way out, but it's like 9:30 now, so and it looks to me like all World Showcase is going to shut anyway. All the food and beverage places seem to be wrapping up. So the question is, at what point do we start to kind of get the benefit of extended evening hours? I'm going to be interested to see. Anyway, we've decided to head for Soarin because that is still open and it says a 20-minute wait. So we'll start the evening there. We know we want to do Moana Journey of Water in the dark. And then we'll see what the evening does after that. Thing is, we made it most of the way around World Showcase and no one has like checked our magic band or anything. So I don't know how they know who's who. And there's a lot of kind of photopass photographers still going on. A lot of the restaurants people are still finishing up the meals. So it's a bit of a free-for-all really. So we've just logged into Soarin for a 20-minute wait. We'll see if it actually is 20 minutes. But there they did scan our magic bands to make sure we were hotel guests. So I suppose it's when you get on a ride that the filter happens. In the end, 20 minutes was about right for that. We were like right at the front of the queue, but with Soarin you actually have to wait for them to have a full complement for them to run it. So we had to actually wait for more people to arrive as opposed to wait for the ride itself. Anyway, we're well into the extended evening hours now, so let's see what else we can do. To me, the big perk of these extended hours things is just being in the park in the dark. Everything is so much more beautiful at this time of night. Now this is what Bonnie's been excited for, but I'll be honest, it looks busier than ever. That was probably risky going through that with the camera, but it's almost certainly the most beautiful spot in Disney World right now. Just to give some context, I'm looking at the wait times and Frozen Ever After is just 30 minutes wait, so if that's what you want, this is a good time to do it. However, we're not going to walk all the way to the back of the park for a ride that is only 3 stars. So Spaceship Earth is 5 minutes. Oh, Test Track is 30 minutes, but likewise, I don't think that's worth that at this time of night. So I think we're just going to ride Spaceship Earth and then take stock. This is so pretty. Like unbelievably pretty. Look at it. Again, that's the advantage of these late nights, is getting to see things like this. I'm guessing 5 minutes means a walk on. Let's see. Do you know, we've always walked past this so fast and I've actually looked at it. That's an amazing mural. I was right, walk on.
Welcome to the future, or should I say, your future. Without sacrificing your comfort, your living room can be an actual living room, with real grass providing a natural carpet. And the mountains are never far away.
Right, it's just after 11:15 and I think we're heading towards the buses now. So we didn't stay till the very last moment. And I imagine, like most things, it'll take them a while to kick you out. So you might be able to push it till 11:30, I don't know. Is it worth it? I'll give you a review when we're out there. That's all right. Well, hello there. We've been back from Florida for about a week now, and it's all rainy and drizzly and horrible in the UK, and I don't like it. But I was just editing my videos, and I realised I didn't sort of do a wrap-up review of this evening extended hours for Epcot video. So, here it is. We were travelling, as you know, with 2 adults and a 9-year-old, so we can only say whether it was right for us and our party. We can't say whether it's right for yours. But here's my thinking. This was advertised as a perk for deluxe hotel guests, and we thought, oh, we're deluxe hotel guests, we'll go and do that. But it's really not worth its own trip. What we did was we decided we were going to have a pool afternoon and then go back into the parks at, I think we went in about 7 for it to start about 9. The truth is that Bonnie was just too tired by 11 o'clock to enjoy it. So we really kind of went for the sake of it. A lot of the shops shut, all the eateries in World Showcase shut. So there wasn't much for us to do. We managed 2 rides. It takes a long time for the hotel, the non-hotel guests to get out. So you don't feel much of a benefit for crowds for about an hour anyway. And then we left the park at about 11:15. So what I think I'm trying to say is, don't think of it like an after-hours party like you might have paid tickets for in the past. We did Moonlight Magic in the past and it was brilliant, but it was nothing like that. It really is good if you are in the park anyway, you've been in the park all day, you've still got energy, you're not ready to leave. Huzzah! You don't have to. You can have an extra 2 hours. But it's not really worth a trip back into the park for. It's not that big a perk. It's still quite busy. There's not everything open. Having said that, it was lovely to see the park in the dark with all the twinklies. It was particularly lovely to do Journey of the Water in the dark. That place is stunning. Bonnie sat next to me as I record this. Do you agree with that, Bonnie?
It is so good, but also crowded.
Also, it was still crowded. It was still very crowded. Of course, your thoughts and feelings might be different. If you have older children, if you are travelling as 2 adults or a group of adults, if you started your day later, if you are regularly sleeping in till 10 a.m. on a morning, that kind of thing. It just, energy levels, it wasn't worth it for us at the end of what had already been a park day, and there wasn't the benefit of going back out again. That's what I'm trying to say. You do you, boo. You make decisions that are right for you and your family. For us, unless we happen to be out, we won't be making a special trip for it again. And 2 days later, the same event was on in, it's not really an event, is it? Extended evening hours were on in Magic Kingdom. And we didn't bother with those. We just didn't think it was big enough a perk. Right, that's all my rather garbled thoughts. And I shall see you soon. Bye-bye.